Hello guys. Now it's audible. आपको तो पता ही है मेरा हाल। कभी आवाज गायब तो कभी हम गायब, कभी फलां का प्लग निकला हुआ है तो कभी फलां का प्लग नहीं है, कभी कोई कंप्लीटली डिस्चार्ज्ड है, कभी माइक निकला हुआ है, कुछ भी इधर उधर होता ही रहता है। यू नो मी। चलो कोई नहीं, लेट्स स्टार्ट। ऑल दैट मैटर्स इज वी आर हियर टुगेदर and it's going to be a great session. Why? Because the questions are good and because you all are good. यश, किसने दबाई थी आपकी आवाज? अच्छा, वक्त वक्त ने दबा दी थी हमारी आवाज जहां बना। Hey guys, अधूरा सा लगता है ना वेदा मित्रा, मुझे भी लगता है। I'm so happy we got this session today. I can see all of you, the regular ones plus some new faces. Faces तो नहीं दिख रहे हैं but some new names there. Fahim Abdullah, I'm seeing you after a hiatus. How have you been? And where were you all these days? Samyak, I saw your post on FB. Even I was zapped. Samyak क्या खा रहा है आजकल? आदित्य, कब है आपका बर्थडे? ऑन लीव बोले तो फहीम, यू वर ऑन लीव फ्रॉम कैट। अच्छा, डजंट मैटर, चलो आप कहीं भी थे। आई एम हैप्पी यू आर बैक। ऑल्स वेल दैट एंड्स वेल। Aryan, give me a moment guys, एक सेकेंड। All right. So, are we all ready to start? श्री चमन कह रहा है योर टेक्निक्स ओके, 7 दिनों में सीखा, शायद ही किसी और इंस्टीट्यूट। चलो कोई नहीं, ये सब आपकी श्रद्धा है, भावना है। श्री चमन खुश हो गया, मैंने दो नाम दे दिए उसको, श्रद्धा और भावना। Daily marks RCs have greatly improved, 4/4 अरित्रो। Oh thank God अरित्रो, आपका सबैटिकल बर्बाद नहीं जाना चाहिए। भाई वीरेंद्र, डिक्शनरी चबा के आए हो क्या? Burgeon into one of the unparalleled exuberance and sublime prosperity। या तो डिक्शनरी चबाई है आपने या शशि थरूर के हाथ में ला के आ रहे हो। यश, चलिए। तेजस्विनी, सो गुड टू सी यू। निश्चल, गीतिका, आई कैन सी ईच वन ऑफ यू देयर। सबके बारे में जानती हूँ, ऑल ऑफ यू आर देयर, फेमिलियर नेम्स हैं। आई नो ऑल ऑफ यू सो वेल, यू नो मी सो वेल। ऑलराइट, चलिए भाई, चलिए चलिए चलिए। ये तुड़ुम तुड़ुम क्या होता है? अच्छा, ये इसका निकला हुआ था प्लग, ये देखो, ये टाब का। अभी फिर ना मैं पेन लेकर के घुमा रही होती इस पे, मैं सोचती चल क्यों नहीं रहा, चल क्यों नहीं रहा। सब यश की वजह से होता है, ये सब यश की वजह से। ओके एवरीबॉडी, वड्डी वड्डी मेहनत की है मैंने क्वेश्चंस पे। चलिए स्टार्ट कर लेते हैं। Once again, welcome to the session, guys. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for being under my wing. Okay. Thank you for thinking that I can help you a little bit with VARC. Thank you for connecting with me. That's the most important thing of my career, of my, like, this cat wala thing. The way I can connect with my students and the bond that is there. Right? Only cat? Start करें? ओनली कैट एक बार अपना नाम फिर से बताइए मुझे, मैं भूल गई हूं। जैसे कईयों का याद है मुझे कौन से आईडी के पीछे कौन सा नाम है, आपका भूल गई हूं। प्लीज डोंट माइंड, एक बार और बता दो मुझे। पुष्पा आई हेट टीयर्स, राजेश खन्ना की आत्मा यहां घूम रही है। चलो लेट्स गो। सावित्री, सो गुड टू सी यू। खुशी पात्रा, वेलकम टू दिस सेशन। KMS मारिस तो आया है, देखा मैंने। तौफीक, हाय। करण, यस वी आर स्टार्टिंग। सागर, राइट। ओनली कैट का नाम सागर शर्मा है। डिंपल कपाडिया से याद रखूंगी मैं इसको। सागर जैसी आंखों वाली, ये तो बता तेरा नाम है क्या। मेरे जमाने का एक गाना और एक मूवी थी। बबीता जी, चलिए। Okay, vocabulary is weak and you have started your prep recently, बरखा। तो यू आर प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर व्हाट कैट 2025? तो फिर तो बहुत ही हिम्मत है आप में। बबीता जेठालाल, चलिए। सो 300 चैलेंजिंग क्वेश्चंस का हमारा ये सीरीज है। एवरीबडी रोल अप योर स्लीव्स, पुट ऑन योर थिंकिंग कैप्स, खोपड़ी खोलो, एनर्जी ड्रिंक डाल लो वहां से, चाहे वो रेड बुल हो, येलो बुल हो, व्हाइट बुल हो, कोई भी बुल हो, डाल लो वहां से। ठीक है, मैं छोड़ने वाली नहीं हूं किसी को भी। आई जस्ट हैड माई डिनर बिकॉज आई वॉन्टेड सम एनर्जी फॉर दिस सेशन। बहुत घंटे इस पे लगे हैं आज। ओके, सो वी आर गोइंग टू मेक इट वर्थ योर वाइल। ओके, और हाँ, खाने के बाद तो मतलब अब आई एम रेयरिंग टू गो। चलो, सो व्हाट्स द एजेंडा टुडे? 13 questions. I hope I have counted correctly. 68 to 80 कितने होते हैं? यश, तू चपेड़ खाएगा। रीबस के बिना हमारा सेशन नहीं हो सकता है। रीबस तो खेल नहीं है। गीतिका इज देयर ना, गीतिका के लिए मेहनत करके आती हूं मैं। ओके, सो 13 ही हुए ना ये, 68 to 80। हाय 12। आदित्य, कोई ऐसा भी है जिसकी मैथ्स मेरे से भी ज्यादा खराब है? हार्ड टू बिलीव। अनुकूल की भी खराब है मेरे से ज्यादा। यार मैंने उंगलियों पे गिना था तो 13 ही आ रहे थे। ऑलराइट, 13 क्वेश्चंस वी आर गोइंग टू डू। एकदम इंसिसिव क्वेश्चंस। INCISIVE, इंसिसिव का मीनिंग नहीं मालूम है तो यश डिक्शनरी खोलो, चबा डालो। ओके, ऑलराइट, let's start with a difficult rebus and then move on to our questions. ये तो अपना warm up है, आपको भी पता है। Decode this. It is a saying, a quote. Decode this. बोलो। हर क्लास में पिटता है ना यश, चपेड़ खाएगा ये। Twisted two. No. What can you say about two? खुशी शाह, come on. प्यारे बच्चों, 2 over 1, over तो नहीं है। What can you say about two? Inverted two, you're very close. Another word. Come on. And the one is where? Saloni, where is one? What can you say about one? Yes, Mohit, 1 square. So come on, think of it. नहीं, ये physics नहीं है। 2 mirror 1, no. Okay, let's do it like in pieces ना। This one is where? बस इतना बताओ पहले मुझे। Oh, स्वास्ति, you got it. Well done, स्वास्ति कौशिक। Excellent. 7 करोड़ आपको मिलते हैं जो कि आप लेके जाएंगे यश अमोनकर से। Very good. Back to square one. मजा आया? I know आया होगा। यश अमोनकर, मिल गया था आंसर? नहीं मिला था? फिर से चपेड़ खाएगा। Back to square one. There are 2 more, but वो जब हम पिट स्टॉप लेते हैं ना क्वेश्चंस का, तब आएंगे वो 2 more. Come on, let's roll now. Question 68 to 71. Please guys, now let's do some serious work. Arithro is on a sabbatical. Fahim Abdullah has come after a long time. Savitri Pati takes out time every day and comes here. Yash Amonkar leaves his dates and comes to this class. So let's make it worthwhile for everybody over here. Okay, so now we are going to focus completely. 68 to 71. Economics passage, highly technical. Highly technical means not philosophical, please. It is proper economics ka passage, okay, with a beautiful set of questions. You will love it, the whole set. What is the objective of this set? Chirag, Aryan, to improve your inferences. And then in the end also today I have given you 3 specialized questions on inferences. But abhi ke liye to let's do this passage together. Okay, Aryan and Khushi. Khushi, मैं अंबानी हूँ या मैं मोदी हूँ कि मैं एड्स बंद करवा दूँ, कुछ भी नहीं पसंद है तो बंद करवा दो, फलां की दुकान बंद करवा दो, फलां की कंपनी बंद करवा दो. चलो निश्चल, सागर, सही है तेजस्विनी, उड़ा लो, मजाक उड़ा लो. Okay, now this is your passage. I'm going to show you the questions also. Paul Romer made his name modeling the growth of economies. Somebody called Paul Romer. His latest contribution to economics includes something. Inverted comma में something. I have taught you this earlier. Something in inverted comma, like a small word, phrase, something of that sort. Most likely it has that sarcastic tone. So this is like, scientific problem, okay, just check what the passage is about. Instead, the pattern of dots, solving this problem, economists can hunt, okay, rely on theory. What is this? The last para, I think this is the last. No, it's a long one. Indeed, many economists cling to stark, crude theories. So, economists and theories. Mr. Romer again says these analytical habits, will they? Okay. So in the whole passage, I can see there is somebody called Mr. Romer, and I can see economics, and I can see theories. मजा आएगा. बेहतरीन passage है. You don't need to read the whole of it, but जबरदस्त उसके pockets हैं. All right, everybody, you want to learn something? Focus now. I have put my inputs into it. Okay. Which of the following, if true, would most seriously undermine Romer's criticism that macroeconomists hide assumptions behind this? Okay. So we understand by reading this question, Arithro, Nishchal, that Mr. Romer has criticized somebody. He has criticized macroeconomists that they hide assumptions. We have to weaken him. We'll come to this later. You are getting these critical reasoning questions bhar ke in your sectionals and mocks. ICAT 11 will be up, I think, tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Okay. So again, you're going to get critical reasoning ke questions. Do not always feel negatively about such questions. They can be solved. All right. The discussion of the textbook supply-demand model serves primarily to. Why has he discussed this? So this is theory, example question. This we have to infer here, right? Okay, so theory, example and inference. We have to go to this specific point, supply-demand model. Textbook supply-demand model. Done. Which of the following best captures the author's tone towards Romer's critique of macroeconomics? Okay. What cannot be inferred about the identification problem in macroeconomics? Now, even if the whole passage is about macroeconomics, no sweat. He is talking about identification problem that is there in macroeconomics. So probably this is para specific, probably, right? Cannot be inferred bole to one F and the other other 3 are true. Got it, everybody? Are we set, dudes? So now Tejaswini and Ronak and Savitri and Khushi Shah, Khushi Patra, Sagar and Yash and everyone else in the class. We have got a lovely set of questions. One that says para-specific identification problem in macroeconomics. This is own critique of macroeconomics. This is a specific textbook supply demand model. And this one is criticism something. Do you realize the importance of such a set? You really do not need to be bothered about such a long passage. So the objective is not to make you read the whole passage right now and explain every line to you. No, that's not the purpose of this session. The objective is to show you that even though the passage is very long, you need not dive deep into it. You just need to understand the main idea and the main points. Yes, the first line of every paragraph and the passage flow, the passage mapping जो मैं करवाती हूँ, that is important. Right guys? Okay. Chalo. Now Khushi Shah, Tejaswini, in case this is a passage in the test, you can easily do 2 or 3 questions and move out of the passage. कोई जरूरी नहीं है ना कि आपको पहला वाला क्वेश्चन भी करना है, सारे करने हैं. Okay? Yes. चलो यश अमोनकर सेलो टेप लगा लो everybody and let's go and tackle the passage. Everyone is going to read this para. This is the first para. Read the para, get the main idea, just pause there and then you start skimming. Done? Tejaswini, Aritro, Sagar, just move down and start skimming now. You're not going to read the whole passage. मैं दूंगी नहीं इतना टाइम कि आप पढ़ पाओ. Blackboard model of demand supply, textbooks, 2 intersecting this. You remember there's a question related to this? We'll come back. This is completely technical बच्चों. मत घुसो उसमें, मत पढ़ो उसमें. The old scientific problem besets even the simplest blackboard model of demand and supply. You can go down to the last line. The curve, slope and position would be identified. So this is something technical, देखेंगे इसको, बाद में आएंगे. But that is not how the world typically works. Skim quickly. Skim fast on this slide because we know the set of questions. Come on. This is a question pocket. When can economists be called sociologists? नहीं है आज के सेट में, but this is definitely a question pocket. Move on guys, move on. Which is the last para? This is the last one. You have to read this. Now, everyone stop. Done. I'm not giving you any more time for the passage. Tell me very honestly, how much did you understand from the passage? Say. Piyu. Yes, Tejaswini, hardly anything, exactly. 60% भी आप लोग over optimistic हो रहे हो. Not more than 30 to 40%. Yes. So that's honest. Yeah. Barkha, thank you for being honest. 20%. Yes, I agree. Yes. Music Beast. Now, everybody, please listen to this Gyan point. You understood only 20 to 30% from this passage. Okay. You cannot avoid this situation. This may happen in the test. But the question set that we just saw is pretty cool. So what would I do if I were in your shoes right now? I would forget the whole passage. Go back to the main idea. Romer, tu kya keh raha bhai? What are you actually trying to drive home? Pehla paragraph. I'll read once again. I'll get a little bit from there. Straight move on to my questions. Yes, Shri, he's critical about something, we know something. That's why I'm saying go back to the first para, okay, and try to just sum it up a little bit. ये टेक्निक है भाई, अगर फंस गए कोई गंदे पैसेज में तो. For more than 3 decades, macroeconomics has gone backwards, so he's criticizing macroeconomics. Why, his meta model asks, is he one of the few willing to say so? What he says is brutal. After over 30 years of intellectual regress, the study of booms and baths reminds him of a lipstick wearing pig. That's a metaphor. Again, that's a question pocket. Okay, the field is, now look here. Do you guys realize that lipstick wearing pig ka explanation will be there? Do you understand my point, guys? Never ever sweat, the meaning will be given there. So why do they remind him of a lipstick wearing pig? Why? The reason is here. In case you get this question, lipstick wearing pig ka metaphor kyun hai? Come back over here and take out from these 3 lines. Moreover, the last 3 lines of the first para are always very important. So we are going to read these lines very carefully now. The field is dominated by a tight-knit group. वो क्या आप तो चाहिए? चाहे वो तेजस्विनी हो, चाहे सविता हो, चाहे गीतिका हो, चाहे कोई भी हो. Dominated by a tight-knit group, unified by deference to authority, ji huzur, kowtowing to authority. Okay? Not facts. They are not bothered about facts. They are just bothered about being deferent to authority. Okay? Their revered leaders, जिनको वो जी हुजूरी करते हैं, rely on what? High-handed assumptions. Oh, we are almighty. We are like very important, superior. High-handed assumptions to make their models work. Their assumptions are wrong. But they do not admit to these inadequacies. There are inadequacies according to Romer. But these people do not admit to these inadequacies, pretending what? That their naked assumptions, gande assumptions जो ये बना रहे हैं, are clothed in theatrical robes. खराब है इनके assumptions, but they are like, dressed in kingly robes. That's all that you would need. Okay, in order to move on to the questions. Do you get my point, everybody? Now, you can write down here. Roma, criticize macroeconomics. Okay, he calls it regressive. Lipstick wearing pig. Why? Tight knit. Okay, kowtowing. All right, and blah blah blah, the last 3 lines. Done. Nishchal, you got it. Very good. Now I just want to prove something to you over here with the first paragraph in hand and with a little bit of knowledge of the flow. What is where? Please remember this statement of mine. On the D-Day, this should be there in your mind. What is where? Meri awaaz goonjni chahiye. Let's take what is where and move on to the questions. This is what I'm trying to prove to you today. Okay? So the second para is about the blackboard model of something. Demand, supply, textbook, something. नहीं समझ आया कोई बात नहीं, आगे बढ़ो आप. Then pattern of dots, something. 49 slopes, something something. Solving this problem is difficult. They can rely on theory. Theoretical, then something he comes up with. Crude theories. Many economists, they have crude theories. Then they would be called sociologists. Indeed, they used humbly to admit they had pinned down something. Theory ka ho gaya. Now, go down, go down, go down. Nobel laureates ka kuch zikr hai. Right? But will they? And then he again criticizes macroeconomists. Cites is entitled Back to Square One, something, complains about unappealing assumptions. Pehla paragraph. Right? A third uncited. So yahan pe I know this paragraph is giving you 3 cites. CITES. One paper, this. A third, this. Okay. It acts as if something ho gaya, done. And then the last para is very important. In his meta model of himself. अब ये कौन लिख रहा है? Author लिख रहा है. Meta model of himself. Roma explains that because he is now a practitioner with no need to add to his research credentials, he faces an unusually low price of dissent. Okay, he is a practitioner. Okay, other leading critics are also professionally secure. Sab secure hai. But their continued interest in research, they all know that something bad is there, something wrong is going on, but their continued interest in research proves that you do not have to leave the ivory tower to criticize it. I will not give you the meaning of this line because I think it is connected to one of the questions. Mr. Romer's meta model of himself can explain what he says, but not how he says it. So look at the author's tone over here, you have to be careful. Now, this question we are going to do later, right? Chhod do isko. Next one. Supply demand model serves primarily to. Is pe bhi second aayenge. Let's start with this. Alright, the tone one. This is superb. Author's tone toward Romer's critique of macroeconomics. Now, if you don't know the meanings of these words, God help you. I'm not going to give you the meanings. Very good, Arithro. Tejaswini, good elimination. Out, extreme. I have taught you tones. Very good. Then, Tawfiq, very good. He is not neutral. Definitely not neutral. Hai na? So this is eliminated. And dryly, that's extreme. We are left with A and C. Now, if you know the meaning of this and this and this, you will be able to do it. I'll take you back. The first para and the last para. Mostly you get the tone from the last para. Mr. Romer ka critique पूरे में है. Okay, Virendra? Okay. The last para, please. Okay, done? Save your answer. Everyone. Yasir? Okay. So we are done with this. ठीक है? What cannot be inferred about the identification problem? You realize we have to go back and look for the identification problem? Go back. I'm leaving it to you. आप बताओ कहां जाना है? Very good. Here. टेक्निकल पार्ट छोड़ के बाकी पढ़ो कि क्यों है ये, क्या है ये. We are done with this. This is called the first round of reading. Okay? Don't read too much. That was the paragraph identification problem ka. Just connect with the previous one line, Tejaswini, and the next one line. Saw this? Yogita, just tell me one thing before we go over to the question. This identification problem over here, the old scientific identification problem, it has some problem or no problem. Ye decide karo based on the flow. Is it perfect or it's not perfect? Come on guys, you can do this. Yes, yes Saloni. Do you see this line? But that is not how the world typically works. So that what we discussed is riddled with problems. Yes, Chakshu Garg? That's enough. Enough. यहाँ एक रीडिंग की आपने, अगले पिछले पैराग्राफ से कनेक्ट किया आपने. Just go over to the question and start eliminating. This will help you. We are looking for one false, remember that. This is a lovely question and exactly cat. मतलब ये ऑप्शन जो है ना, ये ट्रैप मैंने कितने क्वेश्चंस में देखा है. Just save your answer. Do you want to go back? I'll take you back. Come on, Sagar. Done. No more reading, please. Go on, guys. Save your answer. What do you say? You're looking for one with some trap. You would leave this, Tejaswini. You need a little more help with process of elimination then. Okay, music beast, you too. Okay. Done? Okay. Back. Next we are going to do this. The discussion of the textbook supply demand model is given. Why? Okay. Why? We go to textbook supply demand model. You tell me कहाँ जाना है. Please remember this. If it is something here, connect it with one line up just to see the flow. Okay? Done. Start eliminating. Tawfiq, Pragya. One true. है ना? Go on. So what's your answer? Saloni D eliminated. Ayush A is the answer. Barkha D. Okay. Between नहीं होता है योगिता. You have to take that one, go back and prove. Samriddhi, back. Do you see here? Barkha and Samriddhi, but how do we know a curve's true slope? They are unobservable. Done. Freeze your answer, please. Yes, freeze your answer. And over to the last question. Chaliye. Which of the following would most seriously undermine, weaken Romer's criticism? The claim is here, right here. You remember my clue? I have mentioned this 1,000 times. If you get this kind of a critical reasoning question with strengthen or weaken, claim there itself. Sorry. Do not read the options. First think, how will I weaken it? What is he saying? What will I say to go against him? Then go down and look for your answer. You'll spot it there. सब लोगों ने ऐसे ही करना है, ठीक है? तेजस्विनी and समृद्धि, go on. They hide assumptions. ये आप क्या बोलोगे? Yeah, exactly. You can say they don't hide assumptions, or the assumptions are, the assumptions are clear. They are there for everybody to see. Right? You can find them. Done? Yash, Riya, Piyu, Nishchal. Sneha, thank you for asking. It was just a little bit of cough. Yeah? I'll take you back one more time. But you don't need to go back for this, okay? Just look at the claim, say opposite of that, and then mark your answer. Chalo, I'm going to show you all the 4 questions once again before I disclose the answers to you. Alright, this is the first one. Come on guys, keep the Josh high. The first one. Second, why is he giving this model? Why is he mentioning this? Third one, everybody should get this correct. These are called low hanging fruits. अगर vocabulary है तो, निश्चल अगर vocab नहीं है तो इसको मत छूना. Done. And the last question. Finished. Are you ready for the answers? बोलो बच्चों. Yes. Ready? Okay. BBA. अब तो MBA करने का टाइम आ गया. BBA क्या करोगे? DBAB. चलो वर्णिका, पीयू, सागर, आयुष, जी बैड, बैड बैड, हाँ। चलिए वापस चलते हैं आंसू पोंछने। बोलो पहले स्कोर्स। तेजस्विनी, सुपर प्राउड ऑफ यू, 3/3, वेल डन। यश अमोनकर, सत्यानाश हो गया, ओके, फिर तो चपेड़ खाएगा। 2, 3, 4, ज्योतिर्मय 4, अलेख्य 4, वाओ, सीरियसली। मृगांक, वेरी गुड, वेल प्लेड, 2/2 चलेगा। But you could have scored 3. Okay, now I'll start with this question. Romer's critique of macroeconomics. I told you this, extreme, extreme. I have given you a tones ka session when I did forward 15, same on YouTube. Okay, उस पे जिन लोगों ने नहीं देखा है जाके देखो. These tones were discussed. Vehemently dismissive. An author cannot be dismissive. चल, तो रुक, ऐसा नहीं होता है. नाक पे मक्खी ना बैठने दे types. This is extreme and dryly, and he is not neutral. This is extreme. Okay, yeah. Reverential is respectful. क्या वो पॉल रोमर को इज्जत दे रहा है? Riley, skeptical. Skeptical is like क्या बकवास कर रहा है तू रोमर, क्या कर रहा है यार, ये छोड़ दे ये सब बकवास पंती, चला जा हिमालय पे फेरारी बेच के, ऐसा टाइप्स. So you go back and you see, यहां देखो analytical something, पूरे में रोमर 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 किया है उसने. Back up Mr. Romer's complaints but not his jibes about differential economists. Look at this language, not his jibes. In his meta model of himself, the author says ये रोमर तो पागल हो गया, he has started thinking he is superior. Okay. Other leading critics, so Romer is a critic, others are also critics. And then yeah, the last line, Romer's meta model of himself can explain what he says, but not how he says it. He is saying it in a very bad way, obnoxious way. Why is he saying it this way? This is what the author's tone is. So it is Riley, skeptical. Clear? Okay. Now, this was the easiest one. Then I'll take you over to this. Identification problem. What? Tejaswini and somebody else also could not, somebody else said that, okay, we are going to leave this question. Please note it down, everybody. Please. This trap is given very frequently in CAT. Okay. I don't like playing the guitar. Okay. So quantity versus quality, if you remember Tejaswini, that's why I said you need to revise your POE concepts. If I say I don't like playing the guitar, I don't like to do that, it doesn't mean I don't know how to do it, right? It doesn't mean I don't have the proficiency to do something. You get it? So economists lack the mathematical sophistication. This is from that para, na? Identification. Even if you go back and read it once, where is it given that they lack the sophistication? Do you get this point? Yeah? Everybody, I hope you have noted down this point. Quantity versus quality वाले उसके अंदर जाता है ये. Who said that they don't have that proficiency, that ability? It's just that they're doing something else, they're doing this ये वो, but उनके पास नहीं है sophistication या elements या factors या जो भी. Who said that? Right? So, this was another easy question. Not easy, I would say, moderate question if you know process of elimination. Identification persists because do you see this? This is cause, this is effect. It persists, why? Oh, because economists lack the sophistication. Yeah? Third option, sure, Ria. The need for identification creates a bias toward theoretical neatness over truth. I'll take you back. Neatness over truth. यहाँ देखो. Okay. Represented in this, one sloping, okay, curved. How do we know this? One can only note the intersections recording each combination perhaps as dots on a graph. If supply moved randomly, if you take it out and let it move randomly, resulting dots would trace out the demand curve. Okay, thanks to variations in supply. Slope and position would be identified. Okay. And यहाँ पे जो बोला है, Ria, go back to this. I told you, connect with the previous paragraph का last line. Sneha. Adequacies pretending their naked assumptions are clothed in this. So it's, just for the sake of showing something neatly. And then the next line, this is not how it works. Will probably reflect shifts. Impossible to identify either curve. Got it? So my point here is, let's say you were left with two options, 3 and 4. You had to prove one, na? This is what I have taught you. You had to take one and prove it. Theoretical neatness, right? आप ये देखो जाकर के वापस उस word को, ये theoretical robes. Do you get my point now? It's your work to prove one of the two if you're left with two options. Riyadas got it. Hope it's clear and cemented here. Okay? Done. Now, that was again a doable question. This one. The discussion of the textbook serves primarily to do what? ये वाला wrong कैसे हो सकता था? The whole paragraph is discussing what? It's discussing the cause, the demand supply, causal relationship. Right? Yeah. One sloping this, the other downwards, this, the lines are unobservable, intersections. If supply moved randomly, resulting dots, ये देख रहे हो, resulting dots. Yes, ये सही था, very good. Because this was very, very clear from the paragraph कि क्या कर रहा है. Inherent difficulty of extracting this. Now Ria, why are we eliminating the others? Argue that microeconomic evidence such as household surveys offers a better alternative to this faulty comparison. Agree with me or not? Yeah? Then show that macroeconomists, or ये देख रहे हो, microeconomic evidence, show that macroeconomists deliberately distort basic economic principles to suit their theories. Deliberately distort between this and this. Don't you think the textbook wala thing is being given to show the causal thing? Right? Demonstrate how real world markets rarely. Somebody in the audience was left with A and B and I was shocked. Because, chalo, not shocked, surprised, because rarely पहले ही red flag हो जाता है. Do not eliminate it blindly. But ये red flag हुआ, ये red flag हुआ. ठीक है? And then deliberately distort, yeah, this. So obviously between the two you have to prove one. Definitely this is your answer. Mrigank. Deliberately distort basic principles. Macroeconomists deliberately. Nahi. Deliberately nahi bhai. Then you did not get the main idea. He says, the revered leaders rely on this to make their models work. But they do not admit. उनको पता है कि कुछ inadequacies है. They do not admit. They just kind of, keep doing that. Okay. Now, the last one. Come on, guys. Yeah. Most seriously undermine his criticism. What criticism? Hide assumptions. छिपा के रखते हैं. I was left with A and D. How many of you were left with A and D? You could have left this question. So 3 upon 3 aa jata, that was good. You understand my point, everybody? Tejaswini, Ayushman, Aryan, A and D. Several leading macroeconomic models have been validated through independent real-world predictions that consistently match observed economic cycles. दिख रहा है उसमें कुछ, something that is open. A new statistical technique has been developed that eliminates the identification problem, straight away weakening it. Do you see it now? That is the identification problem, na, connected with the hiding assumptions. Arithro, Fahim, they hide assumptions. That's the main idea. He gives the example of identification problem and demand supply. So this he is not giving to prove ना भैंस कितना दूध देती है, गाय कितना दूध देती है, कितना गोबर देती है. No, he is giving this example, identification and demand supply curve and all, to prove his point that assumptions are hidden. So there is this problem in identification. So option D says it very clearly, eliminates the identification problem in demand supply models. And he has given one more word here, directly observing. Do you see how easy this was? Yeah, Sagar, I'll have some water. Thank you. A looked too good. दिखावे पे ना जाओ भाई. Appearances can be deceptive. Yogita, this wasn't tough. Really not tough. I'm telling you. होता तो मैं खुद बताती आपको कि भाई ये ना बिल्कुल ही बहुत ज्यादा टफ था. आप छोड़ सकती थी, मैं ये कह रही हूँ. If you felt that this was tough or time taking, but this was very doable, I showed you. And I have been saying this repeatedly. अगर question stem में claim है, नीचे जाओगे तो confuse हो जाओगे. Just read that claim. Say उसका उल्टा weekend करना है, and then you start looking for that. Okay. चलो. Done with this. The major thing is over. Now, चलो एक और करो, फिर उसके बाद वर्बल एबिलिटी के कुछ 5 क्वेश्चंस की प्रैक्टिस देती हूं मैं. Sagar, all the 4 questions were pretty moderate in that, and that's something I'm saying very honestly. Seeing, इतना आसान दूंगी मैं, see plus ing. No. Come on. How many see? So what will you say? Seeing? Na. Come on, guys. Have fun. Icing? No. 6 C's, yeah. Ayushman Biswal, yeah. So what will you call them? C's, right? You'll call them C's. नहीं वीरेंद्र, कैट किंग नहीं है. साइट सीइंग, साइट कहां से आ गया? C's है कहां पर? Seizing, you're very close, Mrigan, but something different. What is the place where C's are? Bolo. I'm looking for one word, just one word. And this one word you use with pizza and pasta. Sickening? No. Come on, guys. C's. Where are these C's? Where are these C's? Yes, Tuti Agarwal, you got it. Well done. C's on ing. What do you get? ये तो कैट से भी ज्यादा डिफिकल्ट था. Got it? Seasoning. You use that Italian seasoning na, on your pizza and pasta. आज यश अमोनकर और सागर बेहोश होने वाले हैं. हाँ तो oregano is seasoning na, Yash. Babita, well done. All right, chalo. Next, now 72 to 77. Mixed verbal ability. Fun questions. Very, very moderate. Sagar, hope you get all of them correct. Okay, 72, 73. Okay, 6 questions. चलिए, para summary, go on, I'm giving you time. Solve it and just give me a moment. Bolo guys, come on. Give me the answer. Here with every question we have the answer. A. Okay, others? Final answer please. The perfectionism of the 1950s, okay, was rooted in this. Okay, the perfectionist was under pressure. Of today, by contrast. So I can see what is happening in the para. Virendra, if you are taking D, Virendra, there is a trap there. Can anybody in the audience point out the trap in option D? Very good. In option 2, Samriddhi, this is the trap. Very good, Arithro. Brilliant. This is the trap. So I'm left with 3 and 1. Cool. Must display. Yes. Why is 1 wrong? Why? Most of you went with 1. Most of you. Yes. Yes, B is the answer. You got it? Most of you went with 1 because you were hasty. I'll show you now. Hang in there. Okay? The weight of society's expectations is hardly a new phenomenon. That means he's going to show us the evolution. Expectations are so multifarious, varied. Okay? This is part 1 of the para. जिन लोगों ने सीखना है सीख लो यहाँ पर. Okay? The perfectionism of the 1950s was this. नहीं पढ़ रही इतना. The perfectionist was under pressure to look like everyone else. Conformist. Behave like others. Fall in line with others. This is part 2. The part 3 of this para says the perfectionists of today feel an obligation to stand out through their idiosyncratic style and wit if they are to gain a foothold. So idiosyncratic है तो यहाँ है ना? We eliminated that. Must. We thought how must. Eliminated it. Right? You all went with A. Now read A. The concept of perfectionism has changed, correct? From requiring conformity, okay, in the past to demanding distinctive individuality today. Okay? So distinctive is correct, individuality is okay. By contrast, feel an obligation to stand out, demanding distinctive. Do you think this goes very well with it? So here there is some locha. Alright, and then I'll take you over to the next one, B. The 1950s ideal of perfection demanded complete conformity, right? Yeah. Chisel this. The perfectionist was under pressure. Do you agree with me? This connects with demanded. Okay. Whereas today's perfectionist must display obligation. Feel an obligation. Oh, I must go to the temple. Oh, I must wake up early. Oh, I must be respectful to my elders. Oh, I must do this. Right? Unique style and wit to gain attention. Style and wit, दोनों दे दिया है. I like this. Okay. So here I want to drive home a point. Blindly मत eliminate करो ना. Must है eliminated, never है eliminated, no, ऐसा थोड़ी सिखाया मैंने. उसको प्रूफ तो करो कि नहीं है must वहां. मुझे तो दिख रहा है feel an obligation. Right, Aritro? So तो वैसे ही eliminated था. Once rooted in this, now reflects a society where expectations are draining and contradictory. It did not have the main points. So I could easily eliminate 3. 4 देखो. The evolution of perfectionism reflects the shift from a culture of conformity to one of idiosyncratic self-promotion. Idiosyncratic में problem नहीं है. Self-promotion. यहां पे बोल रहा है if they are to gain a foothold and gain attention. Gaining attention is not the same as self-promotion. So this was the glitch here. 1 में ये demanding का ये है. So 2 is your best answer. Got it, Aritro? Next, come on. Odd one out. In this question, you can form pairs. Do it that way. All right, you guys are going with 2. Ria, Aritro. पीयूष, चलिए चेक कर लेते हैं. वेरी गुड. Yay. 3514. I have given the sequence too, just so that you can understand the flow. Read it once and then we move on. Well done, Aritro. 3514 भी आ गया आपका. See the problems, children's problems. Become more willing, excited, helping their children when they see this. And then he is given an example. Paradigm will be what? Oh, opportunity to help my child. Many interactions change from this to transformational and strong bonds. This is implication of that. Business, family, marriage can go to another paragraph. Chaliye next. Odd one out. McEnroe. Again, there are pairs here. Yogita, do you guys realize that this is an example? All those of you who have done para-jumbles techniques with me would know this, that this is a typical example. Try to fit it in with some kind of a sentence. क्या उसकी theory वहां पे दी हुई है? आप देखो. Right, Aryan? Very good. I'm so happy you guys got 1. Amazing. 4253. This was so neat. Moral victory. Okay. And then he says, but, ये referring to losing slide. ये देखो, losing side of a close result. उसका example है ये. Still, despite all this, often rejected. Something, it may be a misnomer. Mrigank, did you get it? Sagar, you got it? Okay. Next. Para completion. Everybody should get this. क्या करना है ऋषिकेश, कब तक चल रहा है? आपको कहीं जाना, आप जाओ ना, रिकॉर्डिंग्स देख लेना. This will continue till I finish this particular portion, the number of questions that I have to do. Chalo guys, where's the answer? 2, okay. Confusing one. Yash goes with 1, Bevan 4, okay. All right. 2. This reasoned intellectual idea. There is no perfectly shaped part and never will be, but when you come as close as these, remarkable things happen and you go flying across. That would be called magic if it were not so completely rational in every way. Do you see this? Or kya chahiye? If it was not so completely rational, that means it is rational, right? It is the understanding of this reasoned intellectual idea. Finished. Rational, reasoned, diya to hai. Okay. Yes, good. Next, odd one out. Yeah. Wow. That was good and confident. Very good. 4235. This is a bumper, and then all the sentences explain the bumper aspect. This year, new solar installations, more than double. Then last year, more in photovoltaic. Okay, combined itna. ठीक है? And then 5, China, which has more solar capacity, plans to triple it. सब में bumper, bumper, bumper. Right? Done. Parajumbles. 5 sentences है. Do your rough sheet, please. इतने मस्त पेयर्स हैं इसमें. अरे भाई यश, क्या लिखा है साइड में? कुछ तो थोड़ा तो आंख कान नाक खोल के बैठा कर क्लास में भाई. माजरा क्या है तुम्हारा ये? Come on guys, give me some answers. Louis, 2, 3, 1, 5, 4. Okay. 2, 3. Okay. Good. 2, 3, 1, 4, 5. Okay. ये देखो ना पहले तो these are mind. Okay. Good. 2, 3, 4, 1, 5. All right. चलिए 2, 3, 1, 5, 4. Well done, those of you who got it. There are few places. One such. Savitri, this was very clear. 2, 3 was a nice pair. Right? And then 5 and 4 was very good, Savitri, because what water remained evaporated in the intense heat? Water evaporate हो गया. Leaving brine lakes. Brine का मतलब होता है Savitri salt. This connects with this slabs of salt. So 5 and 4 was a solid pair. 1 कहाँ जाएगा? Obviously 1 goes in here. Right? Done. Section over. The last section is left with 3 questions. उसके पहले ये कर लो, चलो. Take a break. Have Kit Kat. Yes, Aritro, you're right. Ego. वही ट्रैप था, वही सुनना था मुझे. अरे वाह बिस्वाल, वेरी नाइस. Alekhya, well done. Aravapalli, very good. Red E. 2, go. Join it. Yes, Saloni. Yay! All right, chalo. 78, 79, 80. Only 3 questions. Inferences. These will help you big time in seeing how to eliminate. थोड़ी सी बस energy और रख लो. 10 मिनट का खेल है and then we'll be done. Pack up and go and sleep. All right? Chalo, Biswal and everybody. We start with a very easy one. I mean low level one. Chaliye. Arithro, go on. सागर बोला ना सिर्फ 3 questions. ये चुन्नू है, बाकी दोनों मुन्नू और नुन्नू है. Good, Tejaswini. I like the way you are eliminating. Walking, stop walking and stand still. Is it given in the para? Tejaswini says this is eliminated. Well done. Give me an answer, everybody. Stock trader, you're going with D. Things beyond the present. Where is he talking about beyond the present? The very lack of purpose makes us more present to what is around us. This is called attractive word trap. Stock trader, you haven't done process of elimination with me. This means weird tone nahi, beyond the present. Yahan present is for some other thing. Makes us more present, makes us observe, makes us notice what is there. Makes us notice. Correct? Okay. So people are left with A and C. Okay. Those of you who marked C have not done fallacies with me. This is what I would call slippery slope fallacy. तू दही खाएगा तो जुकाम होगा, तुझे जुकाम होगा तो बुखार आएगा, बुखार आएगा तो तू कॉलेज नहीं जा पाएगा, कॉलेज नहीं जा पाएगा तो पढ़ाई नहीं कर पाएगा, एग्जाम नहीं दे पाएगा, एग्जाम नहीं देगा फेल हो जाएगा, तुझसे शादी कौन करेगा, शादी कोई नहीं करेगा तो हम नाना नानी कैसे बनेंगे, हमारी जिंदगी आगे कैसे चलेगी, घर आगे कैसे चलेगा, वंश आगे कैसे चलेगा, मोदी क्या करेगा, ये देश तो बर्बाद हो जाएगा. This is what exactly what is given here. Do you see here? It is twisted. Slippery slope उसी को बोलते हैं. Wandering without direction, okay, correct. Leads to what? Deep thoughts, correct. That trigger the sense of well-being in us. किधर बोला है well-being? या कोई synonym भी कुछ है? नहीं. He just says usually escape attention हम नहीं देखते हैं generally. So if we walk slowly, or if we walk, not slowly without set destination, if we just walk, we will notice the very lack of a goal makes us observe what is around us. How does the para tell you that this is well-being? It will make you happy. Adrenaline, oxytocin, कुछ बोला है इसने? We will be happy, we will be harmonious, कुछ बोला है? नहीं, he just says this will help us observe more. So yes, this is your answer. Correct? Ria, A is the answer. Well done. Now the next one, 2 paragraphs. Read this, I'll show you the question. What can we infer from the first line of the passage? So you don't need to read the entire thing. वो तो बस 2 paragraphs दिए हैं मैंने. First line here. Go on guys. It's on dodo. You read whatever you want to. Are we done? Options. Yay. You should be left with 2 options. Answer साथ साथ देना है. I'll show you the answer after this. I'll take you back. ये छोड़ने का नहीं है तेजस्विनी. ये नहीं बोलना I'll skip this. No. There are fine traps here. No confusion between A and D. Take one and prove. Look for traps. What can we infer? One is true, others are F, F, F. Back. Please do not disappoint me. This confusion surrounding the dodo has meant what? Their place on the evolutionary tree has frequently been discussed. Just think, क्या बोलना चाह रहा है वहां? Right? Arithro, what's your answer? Yes, Ayushman, very good. People weren't sure where it belonged. One last time, back. मिलिंद सक्सेना, क्यू तो दिया ही नहीं मैंने ऑप्शन में. आपका आंसर क्यू आ रहा है. Okay. So what does it say here? Pahwa, Vrinda Pahwa. Confusion surrounding the dodo. It has meant that their place on the evolutionary tree evolve. Their place has been discussed. Means researchers have talked about this. Researchers have been puzzled about it. A little bit of explanation. Early reports suggested that the dodo was a rail, a vulture, or even an ostrich. And it wouldn't be until the 1800s that it was eventually realized that it was a giant flightless pigeon. Flightless bhi, acha. More recent genetic studies have further revealed that the closest living ancestor is the Nicobar pigeon, which is native to this. So the para is talking about how ambiguities have been there, discussions, debates have been there regarding the final this thing, position of the dodo on the evolutionary tree. किससे connected है, क्या है? Evolution connected to what, right? So I'll go over to the options and start eliminating. ठीक है? Now, my first elimination should be what? You guys tell me. The dodo's evolutionary classification has been a recurring topic. सही तो है ये. Because of differing interpretations. Okay, अलग अलग भी आए. Right? Why? Why will I eliminate C? Reason भी तो दो ना. Exactly, Rushikesh. Why? वाह तेजस्विनी. Yes, समृद्धि. एवियन एक्सपर्ट्स जबरदस्ती डाला मैंने यहां. एवियन इज बर्ड का एक्सपर्ट्स. क्या बोला है उधर? ऑर्निथोलॉजिस्ट डिस्कस करते थे. डोडो तो आखिर पिजन निकला, लेकिन पहले तो पीपल वर थिंकिंग इट वाज लाइक एन एलिफेंट और व्हाटएवर, वल्चर, ऑस्ट्रिच, रेल, ये भी था. सो एवियन एक्सपर्ट्स, नॉट एग्जैक्टली. दैट्स अ बिग ट्रैप. आउट. राइट. Then one more elimination I want. कोई बताएगा मुझे? Peeps? Good, Ayushman. Yes. Debates, correct. Position, correct. Influenced by what? Gaps in historical in this knowledge. Gaps. How do we know from the para? From the first line, this is not what we can infer. Gaps, no. Completely between A and D. Now, I'm not disclosing the answer till you take one. Till you look for the difference between the two and finally prove one. I'm leaving it to you. Come on guys, Mahesh, Tejaswini, Mrigank, yes, absolutely, back one last time. Mrigank, एक second रुक जाना, खाली एक second. Harsh, what's the difference between A and C? Sorry, A and D. Difference, बता दो मुझे please. नहीं Aryan, I'm genuinely asking you guys, what is the difference between the two? Notice करो. Discussions about the dodo's place in the bird family, dodo's characteristics, evolutionary relationships, occurred periodically, repeated examination. Okay, हो गया? Right? Done? Dodo's characteristics. Bird family, evolutionary relationships, done. Now I'll take you back one last time and you finalize the answer. Come on guys. PU, final answer. So Arithro, what's your final answer? बोलो. सागर, चिराग, तेजस्विनी, केविन, ज्योतिर्मय, निश्चल. You can keep standing with A. It cannot be A. I'm sorry. Because of this big trap. Discussions about the dodo's place in the bird family. Did they know already that the dodo was there in the bird family? Did they know? Occurred periodically. I'll show you these points. Hang in there. Occurred periodically, repeated examination. Go back. Has meant that their place has frequently been discussed. frequently is not periodic. Periodic किसको बोलते हैं? अरिथ्रो. And Ronak, periodic is what? It can be Halley's comet also, periodic, once in 76 years. It can be something that happens once in 10 years. It can be something that happens once in 15 years, periodic. A pendulum, कितने seconds में जाता है? Periodic. Right? 365 days, periodic. So, frequently being discussed. Early reports suggested flightless pigeon, okay, native to this, right? They have frequently discussed this. They have frequently talked about it. They have frequently debated over it. Repeated examination. Evolutionary relationships versus bird family. ये क्या है? Did they already know this? Discussions about the dodo's place in the bird family. कैसे? No. Evolutionary relationships, and here dodo's characteristics. Why not characteristics? यहाँ तो clearly दिया हुआ है ना ये. Was a rail, vulture, ostrich, okay, giant flightless pigeon, closest living ancestor Nicobar pigeon, right? So it was about its characteristics. Got it? Everybody? Haste makes waste. You guys did not look for the difference. I kept saying repeatedly, एक बार difference देख लो, एक बार difference देख लो दोनों का. अरित्रो ने जबकि निकाला भी अच्छे से difference, but you did not understand this. Characteristics तो justified है भाई. वही तो बात कर रहा है. Vulture था कि ostrich था कि bird था, flightless bird था. Those are characteristics. Evolutionary relationships. अब relationships का मतलब ये थोड़ी है कि गर्लफ्रेंड बॉयफ्रेंड हस्बैंड वाइफ का रिलेशनशिप, सन डॉटर, ऐसा रिलेशनशिप्स नहीं. इट्स एवोल्यूशनरी रिलेशनशिप्स. उसके किसका लिविंग एंसेस्टर कौन है, किसका खानदान का है, किसका रिश्तेदार है, ये बात की जा रही है. एवोल्यूशनरी रिलेशनशिप्स. एवोल्यूशनरी ट्री, दैट इज एवोल्यूशनरी रिलेशनशिप्स ना. व्हाट इज द फैमिली ट्री? योर फैमिली रिलेशनशिप्स. डी में कॉज इफेक्ट उल्टा है. नो आंसर बहुत ज्यादा गलत रीडिंग है तेजस्विनी, एंड दिस इज ओवर थिंकिंग. अनसर्टेनिटी अबाउट द डोडोज कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स, बिकॉज पीपल वर अनसर्टेन अबाउट इट्स कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स कि ये क्या चीज है, किताब है कि बॉटल है कि पेन है कि मिरर है कि क्या है, लैम्प है, वी डोंट नो. सो दैट their place on this has frequently been discussed because they wanted to be sure. As simple as that. I have explained it. Move on. The last one. I'll show you the question also. Last line of the passage. Go on, guys. It's here. Check it out. British colonialism and railways. Last question, after which we will pack up. You have to get the tone, guys. Okay? Chaliye. Look at the options now and start eliminating. What's the answer? Anyone? D eliminated? Aryan? Colonial railways were built to benefit British investors. Yeah, I'll take you back, Yash. I would read this para completely for that answer. And after reading the para, you have to infer from the last two lines, your last line. चलिए. What's the tone? Go on. निकालो उसमें से. Yes, Aryan, unintended, exactly. I'm glad you noticed it. Inadvertently, right? The legacy, a complex one, marked by both exploitation, unintended contributions to this infrastructure and connectivity. इतना सिंपल है. रीफ्रेजिंग अगर तुम समझे हो मेरे साथ ना, रीफ्रेजिंग कैसे खेला जाता है, you'll be able to take out the answer. Yeah? Brilliant! Yay! I'm so happy you got this one correct. Well done, guys. Well done, well done, well done, well done. फरदीन तू यहाँ आकर के बेच फरोख्त खरीद मत कर प्लीज. क्रैक्यू का मॉक्स चाहिए. चलो, डन एवरीबॉडी. You. So we are done with 80 questions. Almost 1/3 done. Right? 20 questions बचे. एक सेशन में और 1/3 हो जाएगा. Can we start packing up, everybody? हो जाएगा रित्रो, because like I think probably some Sunday or some Saturday something I'll take a 2-hour 3-hour वाला run, तो उसमें काफी complete करेंगे. बस बिस्वाल, आज 3 ही रीबस थे. हो गए आज का कोटा कंप्लीट. पीयूष, लास्ट वाले क्वेश्चन में कॉलोनियल गेन बोला है ना. कॉलोनियल रेलवेज इज न्यूएंस्ड एक्सट्रैक्शन ऑफ रिसोर्सेज फॉर कॉलोनियल गेन, इधर बोला है ना लास्ट में. एक्सप्लॉयटेशन, राइट. कॉलोनियल वो लोग जो थे. व्हाई नॉट सी अलेख्य? ओके, सी में बोला है अलेख्य. The railways design focused on resource extraction, okay, but they had unintended consequences for Indian social and economic development. Tone कुछ पता नहीं चल रहा है आलेख्य यहाँ सी में. It could be positive for all we know. It focused on resource extraction, but कुछ unintended consequences हो गए that were maybe good. Do you get the point? Alekhya, thank you guys. Thank you so much for sitting through this with me. Thank you. 8/13 is very good, Tejaswini, but तुमने आज बहुत silly mistakes किए हैं, मैंने notice किया. Bye Sagar, take care of yourself. Come back again for the next session. Alekhya, कहाँ हो आप? You got it? Tone plays a very important role. 79th. Arithro. This one, you had got D? Wow. It was completely between these two and I showed you the difference. चलो guys, बंद करती हूँ अब मैं, ठीक है? I have some more work that I have to do and submit before I hit the sack today. Sri Chavan, that's a very good score for today. I mean, you are starting now, so 7/8 is brilliant. You'll slowly improve. Bye bye guys. Take care प्यारे बच्चों.